welcome into our live 2019 NFL Draft Special. Eric Vincent alongside my best friend, Cade Stevens. Welcome, everybody, to our first live broadcast here on YouTube.
Yeah, I mean, I said this earlier, too. Well, yeah, YouTube, yes.
YouTube.
Yeah, there you go.
First one on YouTube.
Yeah, we did it on the phone on Facebook Live, so I guess technically we've been live before, but here we are.
This is a new beast altogether.
It's a new beast. We took some time to try and work some things out here, and we talked about this back in, I think, December, about doing a live episode, and the draft just seemed like the right time to do it. So here we are coming at you live from the old man cave. From now until probably just after the Jags pick, we'll maybe try to get through the top 10, I guess, depending on how things go. And if the Jags trade out, then, well, we'll be here until then.
We will be there until then.
Absolutely. We'll talk about it. We'll have discussions. We'll talk about each player that's drafted. If you want to weigh in at all on any other team that may be picking, we're here to throw that at you as well.
Absolutely. Feel free to hit us up in the chat. Those of y'all that are watching right now, looks like we got 3 people so far currently.
Welcome.
So,
I got my Jerry beads on.
Oh, hey, check that out. Also, we decided to match it a little bit here. Little Lord Ramsey action, little Yannick action.
That's it, man. Those are the guys. That's the defense right there.
That is the defense right there. Also, something to talk about just right off the bat.
Sure.
Telvin Smith, not officially on the trade block, but there's been rumblings that they might ship him out of Jacksonville, and I know my opinions on that, but let me get yours.
Sure. So one of the rumors circling around, I'm going to stop saying before this night's over, I swear to God. But one of the rumors that I had heard going around regarding Telvin not being present is, and I don't know if him not being present has something to do with maybe something that he's heard or something he's been told, but theoretically you could say that either White or Bush, Jags could draft him at 7. Or them at 7.
True.
And move Miles Jack to the weak side where he arguably performs better, and then ship Telvin Smith out of Jacksonville. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying it was a scenario that was brought forth throughout the media at several points this week. But I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, I can't say that I would be too terribly upset with that scenario, but I don't think that the Jaguars feel that way about him. There's probably specific reasons why he's not here. He's not said why that is. He's not been in communication with coaches. So it's pure speculation from here. We're just kind of trying to put the pieces together like everybody else out there.
Well, and that's kind of the tough part right now is that we don't know what's going on. Jalen was at least kind of forthcoming through himself.
We knew he wasn't going to be here from the moment the offseason started.
Exactly.
It was the same way as last year.
So we already kind of knew that was going to happen with Jalen. With Telvin, and we talked about this a little bit, that it would have been better had he communicated some way with the coaching staff.
Sure. Sure. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted was communication, and even regarding that, we hadn't really had too much of an opportunity to talk about this other than we know about the slap on the wrist that was received to Tom Coughlin for highly encouraging players to attend voluntary workouts. And the NFLPA wasn't too thrilled about that. Yeah, just a stern nudge. One team, one dream, boys and girls. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know. It's muddy waters.
Yeah, well, and okay, so I'll talk about Telvin first, then we'll get to old TC.
Sure.
So me being an FSU grad, and I love me some Noles players. I love every time that we draft one of the Noles. Telvin, I think, is a born leader.
Absolutely.
He has done wonders for our defense. And he is just a freak at outside linebacker, so I would be very, very sad if we decided to trade him away, especially over something kind of silly like this.
Yeah, I mean, like if they were going to trade him away at all, if there was any sort of like that was going to be the plan, it was before he decided not to be here. That's all I can figure is it was before he decided not to be here. I know he had kind of a down year last year, but I fully expect him to be here.
Yes.
I really do. I expect him to be here. I don't think that he's someone that they're going to ship out. Whatever differences they have, if there are any at all, that's pure speculation. Once again, we don't know if there's differences.
Exactly. And again, he's not officially on the trade block. We haven't heard anything from any sort of media source other than just little rumblings here and there that, this could be a possibility somewhere along the line. So that's why we're talking about it. And, Telvin, like I said, I feel like he's a born leader. I think he's going to be here as well. I don't think he's going anywhere. This is just kind of something that has come up in recent memory, especially off of TC's comments.
Sure.
And Coughlin and Cade and I have kind of differing opinions on this. I don't like the way he came out with that because the NFLPA has talked with the league and has fought for this in the CBA.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, voluntary is voluntary. There's a reason they kind of put the voluntary part in there.
Yep.
Like, I get where TC's coming from and that, bond with your teammates, get your butt in there, do the work. But that's also why there's the, non-voluntary part, the required stuff that comes up in July.
Mandatory veteran minicamp coming up in July. Training camp also mandatory.
Exactly. So, if you're making that kind of money, you got your boys out there that, you can work out with and all that good stuff.
As long as you know you're getting it done. I don't have any problem whatsoever with him not being there.
Right.
Like we discussed before, only issue I have, same thing as the coaching staff. There was no communication whatsoever.
Communication is key with any relationship, boys and girls.
Absolutely. That goes all the way around. That can mean that's several different categories.
Exactly.
Communication is key, man. Don't forget it. But irregardless. Oh, that's redundant. Regardless.
There you go.
Sorry. You got to work that out of the vocabulary.
We're getting the shakes out.
Yeah, man. 8 minutes, approximately 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go until the Arizona Cardinals are officially on the clock. Before we go too much further into this, because it is only customary, we must talk about our draft night drink of the week. It is definitely a repeat of something we've done before, but it was one of those, come on, can you really go wrong? Let's be honest.
Can't go wrong.
So I present to you a Jack Daniel's Old Fashioned made here in Jaguar glasses. Yes, I say they are Jaguars glasses. So, hey, Jags and Jack, cheers.
Cheers. Mm-hmm.
That is quite tasty. I'm not going to lie.
Delightful.
Quite tasty. So, let me start this off. I guess let's talk a little bit about Arizona, considering that the first pick's coming on. We got the draft on over here. I didn't want to put it in the background. Didn't make sense to do so. But the consensus for a while with Cliff Kingsbury has been that they fully intend on taking Kyler Murray with the number 1 overall pick. As of recent, I think that they said just a few days ago it was undecided. We're not sure if we're going to call BS on that or if it's still going to be the case. So let me get your opinion then, Eric, leading up into this first pick. Are you buying Kyler Murray number 1 overall to the Arizona Cardinals?
I will buy it. I think it's a distinct possibility for sure. But honestly, my thinking is that we're going to see Quinnen Williams go number 1 overall. We've seen rumblings that Arizona is quite impressed with him. In fact, he was one of the only guys that was contacted by the Cardinals leading up to this point, saying, hey, there's a possibility we take you number 1 overall, Chief, so just be ready.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, and honestly, the idea of it doesn't really make a ton of sense to me. Like, you draft a guy 10th overall last season. Yeah, sure, he didn't look all that great, but you also didn't have a ton of pieces around him. And by a ton, I mean you had nothing.
Yeah, so, it wasn't outside of Larry Fitzgerald. You didn't have a lot.
And old David Williams.
Yeah.
So,
and David, well, yeah, true. Quick side note before you go too much further.
Yes.
I just want you to address the second comment on there.
Oh, yes. Well, Roger Goodell get booed again. Yes, absolutely he will. He gets booed every single time.
I mean,
he's going to get booed again.
A bear does, in fact, shit in the woods. In case you were curious. Absolutely.
In case no one sees it,
it
still happens.
It happens. Great question, though. I'm going to have you go back into that in just a second.
Of course.
But I just wanted to reinforce as we were talking about it. Any questions that you have, fire away. Fire away. We'll answer them to the best of our ability. We'll give you our opinions. It is what it is. That's part of it. And anyways, I'm sorry.
We will definitely keep our eye on the
will.
chat. In fact, go ahead and switch it to live chat if you would, good sir. There's
It would
up
be.
there at the top.
Oh yeah,
there you
I'm
go.
sorry.
Perfect. Yeah, just click. Yeah, there we go. That way we can see everything. Because top chat is just weird. I don't like that.
We don't got time for that. But anyways, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
But no, absolutely. So, and that's the cool part about being live right now, because we like engaging with you guys. And that was the difficult part with kind of just putting the podcast out there for you guys to listen. We didn't really have much engagement. And this will give us the opportunity to engage with you guys, answer any questions you have, tell us our opinions in kind of a back and forth kind of scenario. So we appreciate you guys listening and watching us now. So we'll get back to the Arizona Cardinals as we have officially hit 5 minutes before they are officially on the clock. My opinion is that Quinn Williams is going to go number 1 overall just simply because
it's the better pick.
Yeah, exactly. He's an animal. He's the best prospect on the board, and normally I don't really go off of that. I'm going off of NFL.com's prospect list, by the way. I don't trust ESPN, Mel Kiper, and all those morons.
They need help on defense anyways, and last year it was...
they need help everywhere, honestly.
Well, they do, but I feel like... Excuse me. So, drafting a quarterback again this year, number 1 overall, after you moved up last year to draft a quarterback at number 10...
A little counterproductive.
Yeah, you're basically admitting you made a mistake after 1 year, and, I mean, you can look at many quarterbacks... that in the first year, I mean, I don't know how you can expect a lot out of a quarterback in his first year in the league. I really don't. There's a few guys that are just exceptions. Josh Rosen, I mean, I've heard lots of things about the guy's attitude and that he's kind of a little bit of a douche.
For lack of a better word.
And, yeah, for lack of a better word. I'm not going to beat around the bush in any of these as far as honest interpretations of these people. But to draft another quarterback number 1 overall, I know it's a different regime. I don't think that coach of the Cardinals last year, can't remember his name. Sorry if you do. Please go ahead and remind me. I don't think he got a fair shake of the stick, and I know Josh Rosen was his guy. Cliff Kingsbury's been brought in. He is a Kyler Murray guy. He's let it know that he's a Kyler Murray guy. Kyler Murray will fit his offense. But Kyler Murray, in my opinion, I told Eric this earlier as well, is not the best quarterback in the draft.
No.
He is the most exciting quarterback in the draft because teams these days are easily swayed by the, breakout, explosive type running guys. But Kyler's the kind of guy who, if his first read's not there, he's taken off. And I don't know, man. I just don't see a long, sustainable career with guys like that. Lamar Jackson very much like that as well. Maybe in his second year he can improve things as far as reading NFL defenses goes, but in the history of the way I see things, and there's a few guys who are exceptions to this. You either can read NFL defenses, or you can't.
Right. Well, and that's the thing. So with there we go, Stephen Wilkes.
Thank you, Century. Thank you.
Yeah, Century 973. Thank you so much for the information there, because I know I could picture his face.
I know he was a little forgettable, but I mean, still, I'm sorry.
No, that was good call there. But anyway, going back to the question, and we talked about this as well. The only reason Kyler Murray is in the conversation for the Cardinals with the number 1 pick is the fact that they brought in old Cliff Kingsbury to be the head coach, because this is his offense that he runs.
They brought in a guy who got fired.
Right.
From a college team.
Fired in college.
So I don't know.
So, yeah.
I'm not an expert, but I thought the move was questionable anyways. I thought for sure that a coordinator role would have suited him a little better.
Well, and he had, sorry to cut you off,
but you're good,
he
man.
had signed with USC prior to the Cardinals offering him the head coaching job.
Not even as a head coach either.
No, as an OC. Offensive coordinator. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, and I'm with you. I thought that was a good move. That was kind of the logical move at that point. So, makes sense to me. But no, lo and behold, he got the job with the Cardinals, and his type of offense is suited for Kyler Murray. We aren't necessarily certain that it's fit for Josh Rosen, which is kind of why we're having the conversation we're having now.
Jags fans.
Woo! Jags!
Somebody has a cutout of Shad Khan's face.
Oh, I love it.
Down on Broadway in Nashville. I love it.
Too many Vikings fans.
David Montgomery. Ooh, okay. All right. I like that.
Ah, okay.
I had heard, actually, you know what? I had heard that.
Iowa State.
Yeah, I had heard that from, where did I hear that? A couple days ago, somebody brought him up. I can't remember who it was. But as far as I'm concerned, you were number 1.
Oh, absolutely. We didn't
I like that, actually. I could see that.
Most definitely. Because we had a couple good running back signings. Alfred Blue, Benny Cunningham. But I think
he's going to be a special team guy.
I was about to say, I think Cunningham is more special teams than anything else.
I could see that. We need a guy like David Montgomery, and the reason I like him is he could kind of take over that out of the backfield role.
Yes.
And after losing T.J. Yeldon and Corey Grant, I don't know how much you're going to get out of that from Alfred Blue or Benny Cunningham or Thomas Rawls. Thomas Rawls is, as far as I'm concerned,
Thomas Rawls,
yeah, as far as I'm concerned, the guy is completely unproven in what you're expecting to get out of him.
Right.
But
he's basically the equivalent of a Peyton Hillis.
Yeah.
Like he had himself one solid year, I think, with Seattle, and then after that, we don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know because Seattle likes to have a stable of running backs too, so we just don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll kind of see what happens here. Again, Century 973 getting in there. It's starting. Hype. Let's go. Let's feel the hype, everybody.
Oh, listen, it's showing Devin White riding on his horse, and I really wish somebody was playing Old Town Road right now.
No, I want them to, play We're Coming to Your City.
Oh, I'm fine with that too.
The college football game day.
I'm streaming this, FYI, so I apologize in advance too, but because of the setup that we have going on right now, I'm streaming this on my Apple TV ESPN app, so I don't know how delayed it's going to be.
We'll probably get notifications on our phones sooner than we'll see it on TV, so we'll try and get it to you as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm counting on you guys to let me know. If you know what it is before we see what it is, and we'll say what it is when we see it, tell me within the first couple of picks, and I have a way to fix this to make it go faster. This was the easiest setup in the meantime.
Most definitely. But yeah, so I think Quinnen Williams is probably going to go first overall here. I think he's a little bit better than Nick Bosa. Joey Bosa's brother got drafted by the Chargers last season. But a lot of good guys in this draft. Very defensive heavy draft, which doesn't necessarily bode well entirely for the Jags.
It depends on the way you look at it, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. We're obviously looking for help in the here and now on offense,
Definitely.
but like we've talked about, we're gonna need some help. Some more Jags fans. Yes, right next to the Titans. Screw the Titans.
Yeah, mayo-eating bastards.
Yeah. But we're definitely going to need some help on defense coming up because we're not going to be able to pay everybody on that line.
No, starting next year is when I have concern, and I'm sure the Jags feel the same way, is Marcel Darius after the restructuring of his contract.
Yep.
This particular year, they moved a lot of what they're going to have to owe him as far as cap space goes to next year, so it's going to be almost unaffordable. And then, it's hard to say about Calais Campbell, barring a restructure of his contract. This could be the last year for him in Jacksonville as well. I certainly hope not, and I mean, the guy, he puts you in a huge bind if he comes out and has another year this year like he's had the last couple years. So
yeah, definitely.
Hopefully they can figure out a way to get that figured out with them, but that's one of the reasons why if one of these top 3 or 4 guys on the defensive line. So we're going to say the top, 4 guys. So we're going to say Quinnen Williams. We're going to say Josh Allen. We're going to say Ed Oliver. And we're going to say Bosa.
Nick
right?
Bosa.
So those are your 4 guys. So if any of those guys happen to slide down your way, and there's a chance, maybe a couple, then, take them. I've got no problem with
absolutely.
that.
No, absolutely. It's not like drafting Taven Bryan last season where, we just didn't see that coming. And they're claiming, best possible, guy on the board, whatever.
Right.
This is a different animal altogether, guys.
It really
we're
is.
talking about game changers up here in the top 10 of the draft, and we're not going off of
Tay-Tay's hosting.
Tay-Tay's hosting? Did we miss that?
Damn, we might be behind unless you saw something beforehand.
Shit, I was about to say we're all too.
Well, you know what? To answer that question real quick, I'm sorry. To answer that question real quick about her hosting is Taylor Swift has not been country for 10 years.
True.
And for some reason they keep inviting her back to Nashville for big events instead of getting some sort of local country music thing, and I just don't understand why. But I don't have anything against it.
No, I don't have anything against. I
think that they could, good
looking lady.
Yeah, come on. And Century, I think you're 100% right. And if anybody's going to do it, it's either going to be the Jets. No, it's not going to be the Jets, but I feel like the Raiders are bad about that.
Yeah.
Raiders reaching for someone at 4. I don't have a problem. Eric, why don't you tell them a little bit about what you read yesterday and tell them what we will do. We've agreed that this is going to happen if this actually happens.
Oh, God. So, Cade and I, we're subscribers to Bleacher Report, so Bleacher Report will give us a lot of different notifications and things like that. Great app. They don't sponsor us or anything, but definitely go and download Bleacher Report.
We don't have sponsors. We do this for fun.
Yeah, we do this for fun, man. But they and I saw this again today on ESPN as well, that and on Colin Cowherd, on the Herd with Colin Cowherd today as well, that the Giants are enamored with Daniel Jones at the number 6 overall pick. And I told Cade when it came through, I sent him the link right away. I was like, look, dude, if this happens, I'm literally falling out of my chair. Like I will do it on a live broadcast. I'll literally fall out of my chair when this happens. So, I don't think that he's worthy of the 6th overall pick. 17,
No.
maybe. 6, definitely not.
If you take every quarterback that's in the draft this year and you put him in last year's draft, I don't think one of them gets picked in the first round.
No, of course not. And that's what they were talking about. Like, Josh Rosen is heads above
talent-wise, yeah, if he can get his head out of his behind there, I mean, I think he'll be all right. But.
And again, to go back to what we were talking about, the dude just didn't have a lot around him.
No.
Like, who are you going to throw it to?
Not a lot around him, and you need the right coach, too.
Exactly. So, and obviously Wilkes didn't get that done. So
I mean, look at Jared Goff.
Absolutely.
I feel really bad that he had to play his first year under Jeff Fisher because, I mean.
Yeah, no kidding.
That guy's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, he had Steve McNair, that's almost not even fair.
I mean, look, the guy's an animal. Steve McNair's an animal.
Yeah.
Like he is one of the rare kind of talents that you don't ever see. But yeah, Daniel Jones not worthy of a top 10 pick. Not worthy of a top 15 pick.
Yeah, y'all weigh in. What do you think, Daniel Jones? Top 10, top 15, first round, second round?
Yeah.
I don't know. You tell us.
Let's see
want to
it.
know.
Let's see it. I do think that the Raiders are going to panic though, and that they're going to draft Dwayne Haskins at number 4.
They could. It sounds like a John Gruden thing.
That might happen.
Somebody said I was listening,
or possibly Kyler Murray if he's there at number 4.
Could be. Yeah, I was listening to Jaguars today, yesterday or today's episode, and they were talking about how I think it was Tony Pauline that was on the show who was talking about how John Gruden is. I think it was Ed Oliver that they've got a big giant bone dog for. And I believe that, man. I mean, I'll tell you what, just 3 weeks ago, everybody was mocking Ed Oliver in the 10 to 15 range, and I couldn't believe it. I'm like, man, I really hope this is the way that it plays out, because if a guy like him drops to 7 and the Jags don't take him, I'd be really sad about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I know me personally, I've got Oliver going number 5 to the Bucks.
I could absolutely see that. So Devin White mocked to the Bucks a lot.
Yes.
But I don't think the Bucks pass up on a guy like that when Gerald McCoy's future in Tampa Bay is in doubt.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and Ed Oliver is an animal. Like he's so good. Like, even playing for a smaller school like Houston, like the dude is good.
He's really good.
He is good.
Really good, man.
So I could definitely see that. I'll get
you're
measurements
right.
here in a hot
Century,
second.
You're right. He's absolutely right.
Yeah,
so he agrees with us. Anything higher than 15 is a reach, and it's only because he's a quarterback.
Yes, absolutely.
Only because he's a quarterback. If he's not, I don't know. I'm just using. It's hard for me to say as an example, but because you can't. I don't know. I don't feel like you can compare quarterback with, say, another. I don't know, man. Position, because quarterback's not the same, but. I don't know, his talent level and what he was able to accomplish, I'm just not buying. I'm not buying top 15. I'm not. Ooh, dropped to 9. Picks 9. Buffalo, is that right?
Buffalo at number 9?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me take a peek. Yes, that is Buffalo at number 9.
Anthony, is that you? I don't know. I don't know these. I don't know these YouTube names.
I was about to say we're gonna play guessing games with some of these folks.
If you want to identify yourself, please feel free, because screen names I don't always know. So.
That's the fun part. Also, shameless shout out to the Simulation Football League. I do play-by-play commentary for them.
He does.
I had Cade in there for a season before things kind of got out of hand. So feel free to check them out. Simulationfl.net. And I have the same problem doing play-by-play commentary with them, because you see all these different names out there, screen names and whatnot, and you're like, man, who the hell is that? I don't know who that is. So we'll call you by your screen names, but if you want to self-identify, feel free. Also, we're seeing douchebag himself, Marcus Mariota, up on the stage right now. Put some ugly fucking sneakers too, by the way.
Yeah.
And man, we're what is it? 15 minutes in, I already dropped an F-bomb.
Oh,
I'm
man.
terrible.
Anthony J. Ortiz the first. My
Hey,
dog.
there
My
he
dog.
is.
Celebrating his Friday night, man. I'm telling you, this guy
Excellent.
enjoying it, man.
Excellent. But yeah, so
So what are they announcing right now? I was trying to gather from the closed captions.
I don't know.
It's Tim Brown's. Oh, they're talking about probably the NFL's 100th season, I think.
The welcome speech.
I don't got the sound on, so I'm assuming that Roger Goodell probably did get booed, but we just didn't, So
Hey, we didn't catch it.
yeah, we didn't catch it.
We didn't catch it.
It is what it is.
By the way, Ed Oliver, 6'2", 287, is 31 3/4 inch arm length, 9 1/4 hands length. 36-inch vertical jump, 120-foot broad jump, bench press the 32 times, 225, 32 times. So seems like a decent candidate if you want an animal on your defensive line. So.
Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm okay with that. He's the number 8 prospect.
I thought you wanted me to go to work tomorrow, Dana Lynn. Drink every time he gets booed.
Oh man, absolutely. We're both
I'm
going to
not
be
saying
under the table at that
I'm not
point.
saying I'm against something like that. I'm just saying that it may not work out for. Who's hugging him right now? I don't even know.
Old Tim Brown is up there right now. Who we got up there? Oh, okay.
So that one's like. So I pulled this up on a different channel here. It's a little bit. Oh, okay. I got you.
Okay.
So I pulled it up on.
Oh, okay. We got it. We got it on NFL Network and on crappy ass ESPN.
So the NFL Network broadcast I have up is pretty close to being on time. The one we have on the other side is behind. So
that's definitely good news. Too bad we couldn't pull it up on the stupid NFL Network app. Hey, T-Roy, what's going on? T-Roy Gaines, TMG Jr. there. Hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you. I know you heard the shameless SFL shout-out, so be sure to put in a good word for me.
T-Roy!
Freaking Cam comes a-calling.
Yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good guy, despite what he says.
Oh, absolutely.
I almost stuck around long enough so we could do play-by-play together, but...
one of these days we're going to have to do that.
I know.
We're going to have to do that.
I hope Andy's not too mad at me still.
Oh, no. Andy's butthurt all the time, though. Ask T-Roy.
Bless it. That's my guy, though, man. That's my guy. Vancouver for life. Vancouver for life.
Oh, man, God. Cade Stevens was in bounds.
Dude, I was in bounds, man. That was BS. I was so upset about that. That's what happened.
Oh, my God. That was great, too.
The 2019 NFL Draft's officially open, ladies and gents.
Woo-hoo-hoo! All right.
Season tickets for 100 years.
What? Who did that?
They only gave it to him because he looks like he's one Big Mac away from a heart attack.
I mean, that's probably true.
That was really mean, man. I'm sorry.
He's probably going to croak in the next probably 2.5 years.
Dude, I'm sorry. That was really mean.
That was terrible.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
This man having the best day of his life.
Dude,
You don't rain on his parade.
I know.
Boo.
Damn. I didn't even think about that. I actually just pulled an Anthony, believe it or not, man. I didn't even think about what I said.
Oh, well. Well, here we go. Cardinals are officially on the clock here. They got roughly 9 minutes, 15 seconds left to go here, at least according to what we got. And we see old Kyler over there looking like a mob boss with the suit
Dude,
he got going on.
he does look like a mob boss, man. That's no lie right there.
Shit, so. You got that three-piece suit looking thing going on with the pinstripe. I like it, though. I like it.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, from everything that we're saying, because of the streaming thing, is probably, 30 seconds behind, you think?
Something like that.
20 to 30 seconds behind, so,
Also, we're going to get different different fees and whatnot. So.
Hey, T-Roy. Hey, listen, if he wants to bring me back, man, I'll take the lowest tier. I may get back into it.
Hey, there you go. Take the copper tier,
yeah,
man.
it was Discord that did me off last time, man. Everybody was talking about their math homework and all kinds of stuff, and I was like, man, I can't get into this. Come on. I'm trying to talk football right now.
Come to Dallas, man.
Hey. Hey, yo, Anthony, though. I'm not.
Man, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Tony knows what he's talking about. Man.
Oh, man. Can't wait to see how they screw this up. So, that's why I'm waiting for the Raiders pick number 4 overall, because, man, oh, man.
I know. How this entire thing is going to play out really hinges on the first 5 picks. I'm telling you right now, it's just...
Also, we're getting a mixed bag here. Like, ESPN actually did a good job kind of showcasing this. But Kingsbury has kind of been involved with a lot of big-name quarterbacks over the years. Case Keenum, Johnny Manziel,
Patrick Mahomes.
They
Baker
just showed
Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield in his first season over at Texas Tech. So,
and he still got fired.
Well, we'll kind of see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens here. But you know, a lot of interesting things out here, and they're kind of going off of different things that they're different, interviews and whatnot. You having fun with the camera over there?
Yeah, man.
Being a little bit of a ham.
Earlier, I talked about practicing looking at the camera, not the TV, and then I'm still having a hard time.
Kind of slacked off a little bit.
Yeah, it is what it is. Yo, that's the truth, man.
It's a fun dumpster fire. Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I was gonna say that. So that's the wild card pick I think that's here is what is Oakland gonna do in Mike Mayock's first season as general manager?
And old Johnny Gruden, man, old Chucky himself.
I don't know how much I trust John Gruden with anything, but the Mike Mayock thing is made it very interesting for me to. It's made it very interesting for me to see, right?
Yeah.
So what is Mike Mayock? I liked him. He was in my opinion.
He seems like the source of reason almost.
He always was.
Let's pump the brakes
Always
here, Chucky.
was.
Let's not go crazy.
No. He's the source of reason. Number one, his mock draft was always the number one respected mock draft that came out almost every single year. He didn't release it until just a couple days before the draft all the time, and I always enjoyed his more than anyone else's because he actually did research on what team needs were, so on and so forth. Where these guys put mock drafts out now, and one of the things
just willy nilly. They're like, this guy had this coach like 15 years ago, and now he works for so he'll go here.
You can always tell the
That's
guys.
not how that works.
No, and you can always tell the guys who don't actually pay attention because some of the mock drafts that have come out for Jacksonville, for example, they're listing team needs. Like one of the team needs they listed was safety number one. I disagree with that. As
they also
far as
listed quarterback also in a couple of them. I'm like, we
dog,
don't.
we just paid some guy $22 million a year.
No, we
don't.
But looking at what we've got right now, and I'm seeing Steve Smith's Ugly Mug on NFL Network, and I'm glad I don't have to listen to him.
Yeah, having that on mute's not a bad thing. Well,
No.
we got two of the most annoying people
guys, yes.
on TV at the same time right now. We had Steve Smith and Mel Kiper.
I love it. But honestly, we're not seeing any phone calls or anything.
Well, they don't show you. They don't. They don't show you anymore because they're trying to make this more of a
ESPN. They kind of NFL Network. They said they would do it.
Show the thing or not show?
No,
it?
they would not.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
would
yeah.
not. They would avoid that.
Yeah, I like that they avoid that because
Hey, Tommy Stevens, what's going on?
You could not be more correct.
Yes.
We all know that.
Oh, dude,
Chucky himself.
Yeah, doesn't take a genius to understand that. Man.
No, I'm not against it.
But no, we're not seeing any phone calls. So maybe that's them trying to have an honest broadcast and not sneak in with different things.
They know who they're taking. They're just wasting time. Roger Goodell said, "Don't you dare run up to that podium."
You make this a spectacle.
This is One Life to Live NFL edition, folks. We need a little bit of drama here.
Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Joey Tribbiani, star.
Joey Tribbiani, don't fall down the elevator shaft, Joey.
Don't, Dr. Drake Ramore. If you don't know where that's from, then I don't know if we can be friends.
No, we need under 4 minutes left to go on.
I know. Hey, they're showing the Cardinals draft room. That's a very memorable pick for Arizona, Matt Leinart. I say that sarcastically because it's memorable and not in a good way.
We'll see what Rap Sheet's saying here.
Yeah, look at Broadway, man. That is
I
ridiculous.
know, man. We're going to be up there end of June, towards early July. And, man, oh, man, is that going to be a barrel of laughs.
Those places have got to be just nuts right now. What do you do if you got to pee there, man? That's crazy.
Oh, dude.
I've always wondered that about Times Square, like New York on New Year's Eve.
Well, you know how, New Orleans just smells like a piss factory, right?
Yeah, you just pee your pants.
Yeah, so I'm
this
sure
is
that's what's going to happen here in Broadway.
This is taking a very blue turn here. I'm sorry.
But this is what happens when we're waiting for a pick to be made and just speculation galore.
Yeah. I mean, if in the time that we are waiting for the first pick to come in, we're talking about people having to pee their pants on Broadway, I can only wait and see what's going to happen the rest of the night. Yeah, and Tony, I agree with you too, man. Gruden probably should just retire from everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they did give him a 10-year contract, so if they fire him next year, think about it. This guy just got
so screwed.
7 years of free money from the Raiders. That's outstanding.
Kuiper going bald. No hair, no Mel. I love it.
Yeah, no hair, no Mel. He's gonna have the comb over going here again pretty soon.
He's gonna have the LeBron look before too long.
Hey, what if I told you the greatest comeback was not on the court?
Hey, of course I can't. Again, I can't really say much because whatever.
It is what it is.
That's fine. I'm gonna have to shave my head before too long.
I didn't get my hair from you, Thomas. I got it from Elmer Doucette. So
bald is beautiful.
yeah, I'm screwed. But yes, absolutely.
Still got under 2 minutes to go now for the Cardinals on the clock as we eagerly await their pick.
I can't believe we wait that long, man. Jesus Christ.
I know. But again, and this is something else we kind of talked about a little bit, is that this is the first draft in a while that we truly don't know anything. We have no clue what is actually going to happen in this draft. We don't know the first pick. We don't know the middle 3 picks. We don't know anything. We have no clue how this is going to go. So this is going to be the fun part. Well, yeah, there's that. I just saw that. It's New Year's Eve at Times Square is so cold that you can't even feel the urge to pee.
I got no doubt about that, man.
I don't doubt that. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah.
Shoot, I can't say that I've, had the pleasure, if you want to call it that.
Nah, I don't even know that is a pleasure, man.
Yeah, no, can't catch me in Times Square on New Year's Eve.
Who was the crazy a couple years ago that her career basically died up there? Mariah Carey?
Pretty much, yeah. Because old girl she was tried to hit the squeaky nose, couldn't do it anymore.
She was like ham, and then just nothing worked out.
No, Mariah, no.
No, I mean normally the more drunk you get, the better it sounds, but in her instance, that was not the case.
Oh man, doing my best Adam Schefter impression.
Yeah, Schefter's buried in the phone, so
always buried in the phone. Always buried in the phone. Freaking unbelievable.
Worst finish since 2000.
Just got a text from my my Aunt Julie. Good old Aunt Julie. Shout out to you, by the way. Love you, Aunt Julie.
Shout out.
The exact quote is, "The fuckers are wasting time on the clock." It's great. I love it.
We know who they're picking. Oh, picks in.
Oh, pick is in. Here we go. Oh, geez. What do we do? Oh, man. Don't get between me and the pork.
Don't get between me and the poke.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
God, it was definitely Mariah. Oh, poor
Where's
Mariah.
Randall at?
Poor Mariah. Oh, jeez. Oh.
Yeah.
Randall.
No, man.
Oh, jeez.
All right.
We're
What's
going to have
be?
to wait on bated breath here.
All right, hey, if you can tell me what the pick is before he walks up to the stage, I'll give you a free high five next time I see you.
Hell yeah. And trust me, they're worth it because we're about to do one right now. What's up?
Oh!
Yeah! All right.
Yeah, anyways, that was fun.
That was good. Yeah, and that's all the excitement you're going to get. So
yeah.
The rest of it is just us going to be drunk on the floor.
I know. I can't believe this is going for
Dude, I know, right?
Yeah, how much?
Talk about the drama, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, I know. The drama. It's insane.
It's crazy.
Blaine Gabbert.
Oh, no.
No, the Jags screwed up on that one when we moved up to pick him at 10.
Funny story, actually. They had Missouri's head coach on the air on Good Morning Football this morning, and he was bragging about Blaine Gabbert and who else was on there? A couple other different people. No, Blaine Bortles.
Here we go.
Too soon. Ooh, here we go.
Oh, we're all shocked. We're shocked.
Oh, man, there it is.
We're shocked.
There it is. Hey, cheers to the first pick.
That's good news.
That is good news.
So what we want to happen, the more quarterbacks that go in the top 5, the better defensive line players that are going to drop to Jacksonville. If it doesn't happen, like I said, I want TJ, but my biggest fear in the entire world is that we're going to pick Juwan Taylor, and I'm going to have to just be depressed about Jeremy Parnell 2.0 for the next 5 years.
Yeah, no joke.
So,
no joke.
Yeah, NFL.com just came up, breaking news, Cardinals everybody's known that for 2 months. Come on.
Yeah, no joke. And then Ole and Julie, all the time for that shit. What? What?
Nobody got time for that.
Nobody.
Defensive line, Dad. Defensive line, man. We need the help.
Oh, I know it. Golly. But so there's that, and again, I didn't think that this was going to be the case. I'm not surprised by it, but
I'd say it was 60-40 on it.
Yeah,
and 60% towards it being the case, but 40%.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him too, but it's not like he's not getting paid a lot of money.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. And again, there's nothing wrong with a little friendly competition. You know, get your boy in there, and you know he'll start to kind of show his stuff. And if he's not worth it, then you ship him off. And that's kind of how that goes. That's the NFL. Unfortunately,
I don't think he announced he was going to do football over baseball until after Cliff Kingsbury got hired. Because I think he knew, right?
I think so. Like, I think that's a little bit of a conspiracy theory if you want to put on our tinfoil hats and all that. But I don't think he announced it until old Guns Up himself was hired.
Yeah, I think you're right. I was trying to look down that hallway and see if there was any sort of Jaguars Duval type thing on there, and I sure didn't see it. I saw every other team's thing. That's another conspiracy, man. They're hating.
Oh, they hate him.
And Anthony, I didn't see any Bills things either, so.
They hating. Let me see. Which Apple TV is yours, man? Because I think I might be able to do this here.
Steven's TV.
Is it Steven's TV?
Yeah.
All right, let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, and forgive me, we don't have sound on, so what band is playing back there? I'm just curious if anybody knows or can provide sound. Jake the Snake Murray.
Oh, man.
Hey, he could be the second coming, just measuring in at 5'10" and a fourth, I think.
Oh, come on now.
Jake the Snake, man.
This is going just fine.
I wish Kevin Moore was here to let us know exactly what his opinion was going to be on that. Yeah, it was Mariah Carey. They put on her Wikipedia that she had deceased on that night, New Year's Eve, after basically just basically making an ass of herself, I guess.
Unlucky. All right, well, I tried to get it up, and
it's the thought that counts, man.
Xfinity sucks. So
San Francisco, man. I mean, everybody's mocked him, Joey Bosa. Is that happening, or do you think that they're going to do something different? Do they like Quinnen Williams more? Do they need? I mean, they set a franchise record, I think they set an NFL record last year for lowest sack total ever in a season. It was something ridiculous, like
which I'll definitely buy, and also the good news with them taking their sweet freaking time getting back to us on what the number 1 overall pick was.
Yeah,
is now that we only got 4.5 minutes to go here for the 49ers pick, which is definitely a good thing.
Yeah. Tom and the Heartbreakers, man. They should play I Won't Back Down every time somebody walks on stage.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be down for that. Back down. Hey, I'm all about that. I'm cool with it. But
no, I like Bosa. Honestly, with the exception of Quinnen Williams, I think he's the best player in this draft.
Any nervousness about the injury that kept Bosa out?
No.
Outside of the first 3 games of the year last year?
Oh, look, it's NFL royalty at this point, man. There's only one family that's ever had 3 first-round picks, and that's the Manning family.
Yeah.
And it's about to be the Bosa family joining that club. So
yeah, that's very true.
That's good lineage. You talk lineage all the time, but this I don't necessarily see this as a bad pick for the 49ers if they go Bosa.
No.
I like Bosa. I don't really know who else they would go here.
Quinnen Williams is the only other option.
Quinnen Williams is the only other option.
And Tony said the same thing, and I agree that it's between those two. It really is. Yeah. It's been, I know Bosa's been mocked to them more.
Pick is in, by the way,
but,
number 2 for the 49ers.
Man. Hey, San Francisco didn't screw around, man. They only waited till 3 minutes instead of 1 and a quarter. So, all right, it's going to be the same thing, man. Can you tell me what it is before it comes in?
Old Aunt Julie also said he knew. Why else would he trade sports?
Of course, exactly.
Kyler knew, man.
He sent him a text and said, "Yo, you come football."
That's what it was. You become the head coach in the NFL. I'll trade sports, man. I don't need that guaranteed baseball money.
He got drunk at the NFL scouting combine and basically was telling everybody it was a sure thing at that time.
Yeah.
So we didn't know how much to buy into that, anyways. But you can only buy into so much of what you hear at the combine.
True story.
Excuse me.
True story. Shoot, we can barely buy into what we see on the combine.
You can barely buy into what the heck these guys are saying.
Weekend
10 minutes
warrior
before they
stuff.
get picked.
Yeah, exactly. Throw on shorts and a shirt, and we'll psychoanalyze them and see if they're the best thing since sliced bread. But I'm with you. I think 2 options here, and we're going to see in a hot second as Goodell approaches the podium.
Pick's coming.
It's either Bosa or it's Quinnen Williams. We'll see here.
Pick's coming. All right, what's it going to be, man? I like sound effects, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I excel at them. Hey,
Oh,
there it
Nick
is.
Bosa.
Nick Bosa, defensive
All
end,
right.
Ohio State.
All
So,
right.
looking pretty good so far here. Nothing crazy out the gate.
Yo, true.
Oh man,
I'm not disagreeing at all. Like,
we're talking PTSD. We're either talking Blaine Gabbert or Blake Bortles.
Well,
man. One of the two.
you know what? I agree with the Tyrod thing because they're very similar players in the aspect that they can't get through their first read and they like to run.
That's true. That's 100% true. Well, Blaine Gabbert did that shit all the time.
Blaine Gabbert couldn't even get through his first read, man. The guy heard footsteps as soon as he took his shot back.
Run!
Yeah, Bosa.
So, edge rusher Joey Bosa. Or Nick Bosa. Sorry, Joey
Nick
Bosa's
Bosa.
his brother. I did that before.
They won't be living too far away from each other. San Francisco and
that's
Los
true.
Angeles, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Right up the road.
Just a quick little up and down on the airplane.
Absolutely. A quick drive in the Ferrari, depending on what you want to do there.
Yeah, they're gonna make plenty of money getting picked number 2 overall.
100%, dog. 100%.
Bosa.
So, New York Jets now on the clock.
Nobody's been telling me either because, like I said, we don't have sound. Has Goodell been booed every time he walks on stage? That's something I need to know. That's important information. It's pertinent to how we're doing this Jags and Draft.
Yes, absolutely. And again, my Aunt Julie's texting me because I'm sure she's at work right now, but and can't necessarily type out a chat. But she's asking me, who are we going to get at number 7 overall? The Jaguars. Are we going to go?
I will not be able to tell you who they're going to get until after the 5th pick has come in.
Exactly. Well, and again, that's the crazy part with this draft. We literally have no idea what is actually going to happen. The Jets, we at least have a general idea, a vague kind of idea.
The Jets have been mocked. They've been mocked Quinnen Williams. They've been mocked Josh Allen.
Yep.
They've been mocked
trading out.
They've been mocked trading out. Oh my God, yes, that makes me so happy. He's been
Yay! Booed every time.
Yeah.
Get out.
Boo. So maybe not every time, but now knowing that he's been booed twice, I feel like maybe just a little
sipperoonie?
little sip of my
yes.
Eric Church Special Edition
The
Jack
Chief.
Daniels Single Barrel. Yes, it is in Nashville. To the Chief.
To the Chief. Oh, yes. God. Oh, man. By the way, Single Barrel Select, ladies and germs, and the Chief little kind of Eric Church keychain.
Cheers, baby.
Here on the side. So, yeah, absolutely. Cheers to all my friends.
All my friends say
Oh.
started drinking devils when Goodell got booed.
Well, you sang that song, but of course, every time I hear that kind of tune, I always hear, all my exes live in Texas.
Texas is a place I really love to be. You know what? We sounded like the regular old, what's the people who sing over at Magic Kingdom? Dapper Dans.
Oh, the Dapper Dans, yes. Although we cannot beat, and T-Roy, I apologize for calling you out, man, but we cannot beat T-Roy's rendition of Go Go Power Rangers. He did that live on the air.
T-Roy, I just want you to know, I did not hear that the first time, but I need to hear it now.
Oh, absolutely.
I need
to. Actually, I don't know if it's a Power Ranger theme song or he sang something. I forget the song. Him and I are closet Power Rangers fans, and it's
Closet? Oh, it's out in the open. Man.
Oh yeah, well now it's out in the open. Sorry, spoiler alert. I love the Power Rangers. I'm a big nerd.
Do you remember the guy earlier who was wearing the White Ranger suit?
Oh,
who was
yes.
it? Clemson, right?
It was it Dexter Lawrence?
It was Dexter Lawrence.
I think it was Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence wearing the Tommy White Ranger suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh god, and that was so good. I got a rager on that one.
It was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
Woo. But Angela does not approve of us singing straight.
Oh. Do you have any requests?
Any requests? Oh,
we're here all night.
We'll be here all night. Tip your waitresses. Try the veal.
Tip your waitresses. Oh, look at this Aladdin trailer. It's crazy.
But no, this is. Is
that Apu?
That's Boo.
Yeah, Apu. Sorry. Apu.
Yes.
That's the Simpsons guy.
Apu is the Simpsons. Yes. Bug.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know. I don't like them showing Will Smith as like his regular genie.
I'm not okay.
That was probably he probably put that in the contract. Like, oh, show me that.
Probably.
Yeah, listen, as a Bills fan, you should hope the Jets screw this up. And I just like I like seeing perpetual Jets disarray, but I mean,
and by the way, speaking of disarray, let's talk about those uniforms real quick, can we?
Yeah, all right.
Oh,
Tony,
man.
I forgot to ask you, man, what you thought about these uniforms, because I think Eric brought this up. I think they were trying to go back to, so they had the original uniform, the Namath uniform, I like to call it, right?
Yes.
Then they went to this one in between that Boomer Esiason wore when he was there.
Yes.
And then they went back to basically the Namath uniform. And now the one they got now, I feel like they were trying
It's like
to
a
get
combo.
They were trying to get hints of both, and man,
Yeah.
I just
Well, look,
I don't like it.
I like the
I don't like
names
it at
of the
all.
colors.
They look like Wake Forest, man.
No. Wake Forest is the black. and
Middle,
gold.
they
Yeah,
look
you're
like
thinking
Michigan State.
Michigan State, man. Michigan State.
Yeah. Well, Wake
But,
Forest wore something like that.
Yeah,
For a
at
hot
some
minute.
point. Yeah, at some point. But no, I think I like the names of the colors: Gotham Green, Stealth Black.
That's the only way they could sell it to you,
Spotlight
man.
White. I'm okay with all
That's
this.
the only
I'm
way.
okay with that.
That's the only way they
But-
could sell it to you.
Exactly. But the uniforms and stuff way too Michigan State, which is probably why Michigan State came out. Area football. Oh no.
Well, you're not wrong, though.
Oh, bet he's not wrong. In case you missed it, Tony's response here is the Arena Football League uniforms the Jets just switched to, and he's definitely not wrong.
Nah, he's not wrong.
Which, by the way,
Exactly.
Angeli is telling us that we're drinking shirts, so we got to sing "Drink in Our Hand."
Oh yeah, very true. Well, I can't.
That was a good
I'm
selection.
gonna have to save that one for.
Yeah,
later.
we'll save it for
They're
later.
just. They look like waste management uniforms, man. Just,
They do.
they're trash, just like the.
Yes, I love it. Love it.
I usually save the waste management jokes for USF.
Oh,
But,
yes. Yeah, that's a good call.
You know, I'll go ahead and,
Although
start that up with the jokes
I don't know
as
if you've
well.
seen the alternates that Michigan State has put. Oh, man.
I haven't.
They put some lime green neon crap on their uniforms now, and it's looking very waste management-esque.
I'm down for it.
You'll have to Google that at some point for sure.
Jets pick still not in.
But
What the hell are they
no,
doing,
I don't
man?
think so, man. I think they had a minute and a half.
They must be
left.
selecting another uniform, man. Jeez Louise.
No cross.
You know what? I'm very interested to see is when they actually come on the stage with the jersey. Are the
There's
picks
the
in
pick is
now?
in. Yeah.
When they come on stage with the jersey, I'm interested to see this in person.
And man, Broadway is looking fresh tonight. Can we
Boy, oh
talk
boy!
about
Look
that?
at the So this is not normally there. They put that up there as like a temporary thing, I guess, for more people. Man, I don't know how they do that stuff.
Dude, I don't know, man.
But you know what? They pack that place like that on New Year's Eve. The next largest New Year's Eve event in the nation outside of New York is actually Nashville.
Also, the most popular pick for bachelorette parties. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We're hoping to get Eric some action here in June.
Sorry, Angela.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not a PG-rated show.
Sorry.
If you've ever listened to the podcast, it gets,
Sorry.
Is that Mrs.
Also,
Bosa?
I was about to say, Mrs. Bosa, body-wise, going off of what we just said, by the way, body-wise is looking like maybe an 8, I'd say. Face-wise, I'd say a 4.
She's had a few Marlboros, man. She's had a few Marlboros.
Yeah, there you go. That's Mrs. Bosa right there. Oh, my God.
All right, Tony, I'm backing you up on that one.
Oh, 6-10 season. Yes, I'll call that for the Jets.
That would be
Absolutely.
how many more wins than last year? 2 or 3?
Not enough.
Yeah, it would be more. Moral of the story is it would be more than last year. I don't know, man. I think the Jets pick Josh Allen here.
I think Josh Allen is a safe pick here.
I'm hoping not.
I'd be okay because
But-
he is one of those edge guys that's an outside linebacker.
Yeah.
I'd like for him to fall to us because obviously we can use some outside linebacker help.
Yeah, but they'd never play him at outside. If he fell to the Jags and we picked him, they'd stick him at defensive end as a pass rusher, and that would be it. Here it
we
is
got Goodell on
anyways.
the clock here.
I just don't want him to pick Quentin Williams because I'd rather him fall to us.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Nah, they picked
Oh,
Quentin.
they picked Quentin Williams.
damn
Good
it.
choice, though. Good choice.
That is a good choice. That is the most un-Jet selection I've ever seen.
absolutely right. Like that was. I agree with this pick.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that this was bad at all. Like,
Now,
oh my gosh.
So you put Quentin Williams with Leonard Williams. So you got the Williams brothers now, duo on the Jets defensive line,
Yes.
and man, that's there. You know what? They may have just gone from 6-10 to 8-8.
Yeah,
Anthony,
they
I'm
might
telling you,
have.
man. I'm telling you.
I mean, he's definitely worthy of a couple wins there for sure. And Man, what a heck of a green room they got in Nashville, by the way. Like, it's completely just secluded from the stage and everything. Like,
Yeah, they did a
normally
good
it's
job
just kind of
putting that
behind a
together.
curtain or something like that, but not today.
They did a good job putting that together. Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, absolutely. But, oh, man, pressure quarterback on 55 dropbacks last season. That's the most among the FBS for the interior defensive
And that's
linemen.
coming from the defensive tackle position, and that's playing in the SEC, man. That's pretty good.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
pretty
That's definitely a good call right there.
Dang it, man. I had a lot of...
Man, I wanted to make fun of the Jets so bad. But hey,
I know.
good news. The Raiders are on the clock. Yay!
Here we go. Here we go. This is normally the joke of the draft, man. I'm telling
Here
you.
we go. Are we going to see another Darius Hayward Bay?
Oh, God. I think they're going to draft a Sebastian Janikowski Jr.
Yes! Woohoo!
I mean, he's not there anymore, so they might as well.
Oh, man. Look, the only thing that I like about old Janikowski,
Seabass.
FSU guy.
Yeah, he's an FSU guy. And he got
Should have
picked in
never
the
been
first round.
drafted first or in the first round, but, you know.
Well, Roberto Aguayo got picked in the second.
Yeah,
The
poor
second.
Aguayo.
Yeah, man, that was bad. That was bad.
Not okay with that.
Quinnen Williams.
Not okay
Boy,
with
look
that.
at that
Ooh,
guy
hey, we'll
just
have another-
beating double teams, man. That's ferocious.
We'll have another subscriber, by the way.
Excellent.
Oh, Aunt Julie said she's gonna subscribe later.
Oh, of course, as she should.
Love you, Aunt Julie.
We appreciate all the love. We, like I said, we do this for fun, man. It's,
By the way, guys, pound that like button. Subscribe to our channel. You know, we appreciate everybody kind of tuning in and checking us out.
it's all for fun, man.
Absolutely.
We do it for fun, and we
Absolutely.
want to keep doing it for fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And it's just all it really is. All Jags and Jack really is pure, true, honest opinions.
Yes, absolutely. Because again, and we've talked about this numerous times.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily feel like you're gonna get that watching the mainstream media.
You're not
watching
gonna
ESPN
get it. No,
or
you're not gonna
Fox or NFL Network even. You know, you're not gonna get that.
No.
Come and talk to us.
Come and
Get
talk
a
to
couple
us.
drinks in us. We'll tell you anything
We'll tell
you
you
wanna know.
anything you want to know.
Oh man, but no,
true.
absolutely. We appreciate every single one of you guys. And
helmets. Ugh.
the
Gross.
the likes and the subscriptions definitely let us know that you guys like what you see, and we'll keep on doing it. So
Yeah, man.
appreciate you. 5:45. No, sorry, 4:40.
4:40.
I'm
Yeah,
back a
so
while.
the ESPN broadcast we have up's about an hour, or no, I'm sorry, an hour. Jesus, that's about a minute behind the
That's
NFL
right.
Network we have up.
That's right. Got 6 strong going on right now. 6 likes.
Well, that guy
which
looks
is
like
good.
he's 12 years old, man. Jesus,
Dude, I told you he got the braces going
Is that-
on. Quentin
that-
Williams got the braces.
that is wild,
I
man.
know, man.
Aw,
But although his mama did pass away,
that's very sad, man.
I think she had cancer and she passed away a few years ago. So
Yeah, that's very sad.
yeah, definitely for sure.
Do it for your mama. Oh shit, man. I'll tell you what. Patriots are in trouble now. If he's doing it for his mama, Tom Brady's about to eat shit this year.
Oh, dude, Tom Brady's going to eat grass. It's going to be great.
Done.
He's going to retire.
Ready
Retire
for
at the end of this year.
rebuild. Traded for Antonio Brown. Biggest headache in the NFL.
You know, the only
Can't tell me
thing,
I'm wrong.
Look, the only thing they've really kind of done well is they've acquired 3 first-round picks. Like, that hasn't really happened in about, 18 years. And it was the 01 Rams.
Yeah, man.
And they actually went to the Super Bowl that year, but they lost.
It did.
So
What's it? Yeah.
it was to the Patriots.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Bummer.
it was that first Super Bowl that Vinatieri nailed for them.
Yeah, bummer. That was a
And
big bummer.
but yeah, that was the last time that any team had 3 first-round picks. And shoot. Kudos to them for getting 3 first-round picks.
Yeah,
The
that's-
number 4 overall, their own, because they suck.
Well, good for Gruden and good for Mayock because, I mean.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. They got 3 minutes left. What do you guys think they're going to do? Tell me your pick. What do you think it's going to be? I want to know. I want to know. Can you shout it? Come on. Tell me what it is, man. Tell me.
Come on, we won't hear it. We won't hear it. Yeah, they're kind of focusing too much on whole Quentin Williams' mom at this point on ESPN because they're suckers for a good story.
NFL Network. Steve
NFL
Smith's
Network
just-
sticking to the football.
Boy, that guy can really run his mouth. Jesus.
Dude, Steve Smith, needs to just shut
Yeah, I think you're right.
up.
Tony, I think you're right, man. I think that Josh Allen got this far. That's the very un-Raiders type pick.
That is the un-Raiders pick. Although I will tell you who I have going to the Raiders in my last mock draft, none other than Dwayne Haskins of
I could
Ohio
see that.
State.
I could see that happening. I'm going. Actually, you know what? I'm saying it's Dwayne Haskins.
You know what? That is the most Raiders pick I could possibly think of, other than DK Metcalf. So we'll kind of have to see what comes up here. Rap Sheet is on NFL Network's coverage right now.
Yeah, he's talking about, and that's exactly what he's talking about, is that John Gruden talking about his love for Dwayne Haskins and that he's in play at number 4. Exactly what Ian Rappaport is talking about right now. So there's a chance. So you're saying there's a chance. And I don't know. What does Tampa Bay do at number 5?
Oh, dude.
If Oakland,
also, we got some rain on Broadway. Look at that.
Oh yeah, man, crap weather.
Oof.
But Nashville.
No, that's a good question. Depending on what the Raiders do here, which, by the way, they still haven't made the pick. They got a minute 20 seconds left.
They may get Haskins.
Yeah. 310 Jam, shout out to you, man. Raiders love to steal who we like. They might get Haskins.
I could see it. It'd be a surprise, but I'm telling you what, the Raiders are a better football team with Dwayne Haskins than Derek Carr.
I would definitely say so. Derek Carr has definitely fallen off the bandwagon, which
He had the one good year, and then he had the really bad lower leg injury. What's that? Oh, it's in. Yeah, Pick's in now. And ever since then, man, he just hasn't come back the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
He's not thrown with the same kind of confidence,
Yeah.
and that's usually something you see with quarterbacks who suffer injuries such as that. So we'll see.
We'll have to see for sure. And Kirk Herbstreit has the loudest freaking tie I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
That's not unusual.
Complete with pocket square. What was that? A fuchsia pocket square? Is that what that looks like?
Yeah, I can't tell.
I don't know. And for those of you that don't know me, I am colorblind. So
he is colorblind.
There is often a question as to what colors are actually on my screen. So all what's his futzes. They got the College Game Day crew on ABC, which is kind of weird. But everyone's got some weird colors on College Game Day. Man.
I can't believe it's raining down there. It looked like a nice day earlier. What happened?
I know it was sunny as all get out, man. I don't know what happened at that point.
No, I didn't hear any of my family in Nashville. Nobody told me about. Nobody told me about any sort of bad weather heading that way.
Nothing.
So I
We
was
got nothing.
Completely unaware. I'm very interested to see what this pick is. This is going to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Aunt Julie's saying everyone at the bar, which, by the way, my place, Bar and Grill.
My place, Bar and Grill, Jacksonville, Florida.
Be sure to check them out. She's saying that everyone there is saying it's a wild card. So
it is a wild. The Raiders are always a wild card. It's like the Jets are normally too. All right, so here we go.
Here's Goodell on the podium here.
Cleveland Farrell. That was a wild card.
Oh my God.
That was a wild
geez,
card.
I'm gonna fall out of my chair right now.
Man, oh man. I'm not saying it's a bad pick.
No, it's not terrible.
I'm just saying that there's your wild card, man.
That is it.
Cleveland
that is the surprise pick that they were like, so beware, surprises. Woo.
Yep.
That's it. Found it.
Found
it's
it.
there.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was very interesting.
Yeah, Cleveland Farrell, 6'4", 264, out of Clemson, defensive end out of Clemson.
Clemson's got like 3 D linemen this year.
Dude, and he's a hoss. Like he's not a bad pick at all. I'm certainly not going to shake a stick at that pick at all. But I don't think any mock draft had him going this high. I think the highest maybe was in the teens.
No.
Most of it going towards the end of the first round. So
it was all mid first round. Yeah.
I'd have to guess that this is a bit of a reach here.
Yeah, Anthony, you can't act like that it was a surprise, man. You know the Raiders were going to be something.
Raiders
do something
going Raider,
weird,
man.
Raiders going Raider.
Ooh.
Raiders going Raider.
Oh God.
I got to talk to Cartaya.
Jeez.
Cleveland Farrell.
So.
You can feel. You can.
I love it.
That's every year, though. I don't know why they bother
every
going.
Year. I know. Why are they surprised at this point?
The general manager doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They always do something weird.
Oh God.
I'm not saying. Listen, this could work out. This could be
fine. It could be fine.
It could be a real big.
The guy's not bad. Like he's not a bad. It's not like Darius Hayward Bay that we just kind of saw out of nowhere. Like who the hell is that? No, this guy you at least saw in the first round on mock drafts.
Yeah, absolutely. If he's your guy and you love your guy, then take him where you can take him.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's that, but at the same time, like, I don't think that was the number 4 pick right there, man. If I were to choose anybody, that Clelin Ferrell was not the pick there.
I'm thinking about calling in a.
Oh, we doing a phone a friend?
Hold on, I may do a phone a friend just to see if he answers here.
Oh, let's check it out.
Since the Bucks are on the clock.
Our best friend Brandon Colton.
Hey, hold on, my phone's being weird.
Okay, yep, we got him on the phone here.
Brandon. Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Hey, so you're live on Jags and Jack broadcast right now. I just called you.
What's going on?
I just called you in because the Bucks are on the clock with about 5 minutes to pick here.
The Bucks are on the clock.
Who are they picking? That's what I want to know.
5 minutes left. There are some scenarios here that I think, with that crazy pick we just saw,
It was the wild card. We all called the wild card being the Raiders. We didn't know what it was going to be, but once
There's
again,
the surprise.
they proved to be the wild card.
I have a couple things here. I would not mind if we see the words trade come up on the screen here in just a minute.
Okay.
I know the Redskins were wanting to get into the top 5,
True.
to get in front of the Giants to pick Dwayne Haskins. So, I mean, they would have to literally unlock a vault and bring a haul, and I would not be mad about that.
No, that could work out.
But now you potentially have 2 of the best pass rushers in the draft on the board still.
Josh Allen's still there. Ed Oliver's still there.
Yep, that's right. So you've got Ed Oliver and Josh Allen still there. I would not be upset with either one of them. I still would not be upset with Devin White from LSU either. So we've got 4 minutes here of what is going to be definitely a nail biter for the Bucks. I'd be excited to see a trade come up. It looks like these guys are still sliding down the draft board. I think we're going to see quarterbacks go that we didn't think we'd see go. So we've got a few minutes here. And then, Bruce Arians said just yesterday that somebody would have to bring a truckload of picks to move up to us because he thinks that there's at least 5 generational players in the top
and they're draft. Still there. You've got at least 2. At least 2 right now that I know that are kind of those can't-miss guys, right? So you've got, like you said, Ed Oliver, and you still got Josh Allen, who are very good players. And I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting.
Definitely going to be interesting. I'm definitely excited. I wish they'd take this commercial off the screen.
It's not awkward at all, man. I don't know what you're talking about.
ED medication while we're waiting on the draft.
That ED medication. I know, man.
Right?
All right, man.
How you guys feeling about the slide of people coming your way?
It's really going to depend on this pick, on how I feel about who's going where. And Eric brought up a very interesting point earlier about the Giants taking a swing on a terrible quarterback. And we could definitely see that happening. So if that happens,
if that happens, do you think the Jags are still going tight end?
I think defensive line's a very real possibility depending on who's still available. So if either Ed Oliver or Josh Allen are still there, I think that there's a real possibility they take either one of those guys. I stated this earlier. I'll state it again. One of the biggest worries that I have going into next year is you're probably going to lose 2 guys into free agency due to cap space problems. And juicing up on that D-line while you can in a deep draft is not a bad thing. So
I agree with you, boys. It's going to be exciting.
All right,
Absolutely.
man. We'll check in with you later after we find out what it is.
All right, buddy.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Take it easy, Brandon. Brandon Colton, our best friend on the other line there, voicing his opinion on who his Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to draft. Cade, what did you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. It's going to be one of those 2 guys. It's going to be Josh Allen or it's going to be Ed Oliver. Bruce Arians, as he said, speaking about the generational players in this draft, defensive line was the heavy portion of this draft, right? And I don't know, man. It's really hard to pass on either one of those folks. If I'm the Bucks, I'm going Ed Oliver. I am just hoping to goodness they don't.
Yeah,
because
and the pick is in, by the way. But,
pick's in.
Yeah, Josh Allen, Ed Oliver are the 2 that I'm kind of thinking. Honestly, because I don't think the Giants are going to go either one. Maybe Josh Allen. I don't think it's going to be Ed Oliver for them.
I don't think so either.
So
if the Bucks don't pick Ed, then I think Jacksonville
might pick Ed. So we'll have to kind of see here as the pick is in, the 5th overall pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Boy, they don't got enough people there, I don't think.
Yeah, no joke, man. Golly, look at the crowd they got.
Go Power Ranger.
Woo! T-Roy. Love you, man.
Oh man, I'm getting nervous as we're getting a little closer,
I know,
man.
I know. This is crazy. They got and typical ESPN and ABC just trying to do freaking ratings. They got Pat Mahomes on there with Robin Roberts, and NFL Network's actually
the
doing
master
football.
of the no-look pass, man.
Yeah, no joke. Him and his little sidearm.
I wish we would have drafted him instead.
I know. Yeah, no
Leonard
joke.
Fournette, but that's beside the point.
No joke. You see Dwayne Haskins chilling there. You got you got a couple guys back there in Redskins jerseys, by the way, with the Dwayne Haskins draft party. That's kind of interesting. Oh, here's the
Perhaps
selection.
Here we go. Here we go. Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah, love that. Love Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Madden curse. It's happening. That's pretty cool, man.
That's always cool, man. I'd love Make-A-Wish
Hopefully it's not a
Foundation.
disappointing pick.
Yeah, no joke.
Devin White.
Hey.
So now
a
you've
surprise pick.
got Josh Allen and Ed Oliver.
Yes, both on the board.
Boy,
Oh man.
things just got interesting.
Oh man, this is going to be good. Oh god.
Boy, oh boy.
All right, I am going to take a quick commercial break. Cade, go ahead and hold down the fort while we wait
Buddy,
for the next pick here. Man.
I got you. Yeah, Devin White, a great pick for the Bucks. Losing Quan Alexander last year. Brandon stated this as well on the phone. Losing Quan Alexander last year, Devin White or Devin Bush, I don't think you can go wrong with either one. We talked about this very briefly earlier on in the particular program that we have here, but the main difference between the two, man, is that Jason Light has a history with linebackers from LSU. Devin White, linebacker from LSU, guy's a machine. He's a machine. He's going to be a great football player for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the next 5 years. I just don't see how you can go wrong. I say 5 years because that's going to be the duration of his first contract. Hopefully they can afford to pay the guy after he becomes an all-pro a few times here in the next couple of years. I got a lot of faith in him. I'm excited for it. I think it's a good pick for Tampa Bay, and I'm excited for Brandon. Brandon, you got to get that Quan jersey replaced with a new Devin White jersey. You're going to have to meet him, get friends with him. The guy plays Old Town Road on the regular. It's going to be awesome. Odds of Ed Oliver falling to pick 9. It's not going to. I swear to you, Tony, he does not get past the Jaguars. I promise you. If Ed Oliver's on the clock, Jacksonville comes up with the 7th pick, they're going to send that guy like sprinting to the podium.
Yeah,
like
no
there's just no chance. There's no chance that he gets past Jackson. I can't see it for what they need on the defensive line in the next coming years. Now, we talked about this earlier too with the Arizona Cardinals. So they picked a quarterback first overall after picking quarterback in the first round last year. Basically, what you're saying in that situation is that you're admitting you made a mistake because you picked the quarterback last year, right?
Right.
So the Jags, it's the same thing. In my opinion, it's the same thing. You picked Taven Bryan 29th last year. You pick a defensive tackle again this year. You're admitting not necessarily that you made a mistake because you don't plan on getting rid of the guy. But, I don't know. I think you're basically what you're saying is we need help because the guy that we picked is not the answer right now.
Yeah, and I would agree with that. And we kind of talked about that Taven Bryan isn't exactly the pick that we thought he was going to be.
Not yet. At least. I got hopes, but they're not high.
We'll keep our fingers crossed, but it's certainly not looking good as it is for right now.
Bro, what are the Giants going to do here, man?
Giants going to draft Jon Snow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I love it.
But no, and I would agree with that. It's the same with the quarterback position. Quarterback position is slightly more magnified than any other position. So when things like this kind of happen, it it's a little bit more in the spotlight.
Of course.
But I would agree with that. That drafting Ed Oliver at number 7 would mean that you are not entirely confident with what you got going forward.
Of course. You could say the same thing about if they picked an offensive lineman. That means you don't feel good about the fact that you picked Will Richardson in the 4th round last year to succeed your right tackle position. The guy didn't even play in a game last year.
Right, exactly. And obviously we don't feel good about Will Richardson going forward because he did not play in a game last year. So,
No.
That's why offensive line is kind of a need here. We saw a little bit of Taven Bryan. It was okay.
I mean, he got better maybe in the last 2-3 games. And the Giants didn't waste any time. They were probably shocked that one of those guys was available.
Probably, yeah. The Giants pulled the trigger real quick here. We'll see the commissioner up on stage here pretty quick.
And I could see it. I could see quarterback, and I could see them reach. Excuse me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drew Lock.
Absolutely, I'm telling you, man. I'll fall out of my chair.
Drew Lock. Drew Lock, anyone?
And Julie clued us in. Apparently, Goodell was not booed when the Make-A-Wish Foundation was on stage. So that's good.
I would hope that people had maybe a little heart.
Maybe a little bit. That proves that Nashville has a heart, which is good news. Kudos to them. But
please take a quarterback here.
Oh my God, he just wants me to see.
Oh my God,
see me fall out of my chair.
If they draft DJ Metcalf, that would be even worse.
Oh no!
Please do it.
No.
Do it.
Yes,
do it.
He's at the podium. Let's see.
Oh my God.
God, I'm gonna crap my pants.
Daniel Jones.
Oh God! Just for everybody out there. Here we go. I don't want to knock over anything, but
he fell out of his chair.
Oh my God! Oh no,
dude!
God, Daniel Jones, the second quarterback off.
There's
the
no
board.
way.
Why?
That's the
Why?
most Giants move probably they could have. That's a move I would expect the Raiders to make.
Wow. Oh.
Damn.
Jeez.
Wow. Jacksonville Jaguars officially on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. I think they're taking Ed Oliver here.
They have to take. Look, there are 2 picks in my mind that they're going to take right now. Juwan Taylor's off the board.
He's off the board. Yeah.
It's either T.J. Hawkinson or it's Ed Oliver.
I would
say
3. I would say Hawkinson, Oliver, or Allen because I don't think anybody expected him to be here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So the fact that he's kind of gotten to number 7 here. Good God, man.
Tony, man, that's exactly the sentiment that we had, No
unbelievable. And we talked about this off air, and I told Cade, if this happens, I will lose my mind. And sure enough,
Daniel Jones.
God. Look, and the guy's a good quarterback. Look, I'm not saying
gonna go
that he
that
belongs
far.
down in the 4th and 5th rounds. He was definitely worthy of maybe a 2nd-round pick. I'd say a 3rd-round pick. I think that Will Greer's a little bit better than him.
I think Dwayne Haskins is better than
Dwayne Haskins.
I think Haskins was the best. Haskins the best quarterback in the draft, and you've had two knuckleheads go before him.
Oh man,
now.
and looking at the ESPN broadcast, there's some Giants fans that are just like, "What?
Yeah.
What just happened?"
This guy's here looking on the screen like, I cannot believe that we just drafted.
What do we do?
He's got no clue, man. He's got no clue. This is. Wow.
This is unbelievable.
I know we joked about it earlier, but I really didn't think it was going to happen.
I didn't think this was going to happen. Look, the Giants took a page out of the Raiders playbook. They did the most Raiders thing possible.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
They did the most Raiders thing possible.
Boy.
I don't understand this pick. Again, 2nd round, maybe.
If he's your guy, he's your guy, I guess, man.
Look, he's not worthy of being the 2nd quarterback off the board. I'm telling you right now.
I don't think so. Either.
Right now.
Rest in peace, Giants 2019.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because his ass is going to get thrown in there when Eli's playing poorly. That the Giants faithful go, Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones. So, yeah, sorry, boys.
Judging by the reaction of some of the fans out there, I don't know that they're going to chant.
I don't know if they're that excited about it either, man.
It's all, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, Tony. It's all because they passed on Sam Darnold last year for Saquon. Now
that's what it was. But again, like
reaching for Daniel Jones.
I don't necessarily disagree with the pick last year, though. Saquon.
It wasn't a bad pick.
And of course, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
But.
Oh man.
I'm
almost dumbfounded slightly.
Oof.
I'm not mad about it because I think you sent better players to the pick there for Jacksonville, and I don't think the Jags expected either one of these guys to be on the board.
No, hell no. You kidding me?
I really don't.
Absolutely not.
Tom Coughlin probably just fell out of his chair.
Jags, but they still got 4 minutes left on the clock, so we'll have to kind of see what they do here. Well, I'm excited. I know Cade's excited. He's about to break out another shot here. Ooh.
Yeah, as soon as they announce the pick is basically where we're at. Pick's it! It's it! Pick is it!
Come on, man.
Man, oh man. I'm still like almost at a loss for words. Damn, what is Taylor Swift doing here?
Taylor Swift is wearing a bathrobe on national television, by the way.
She basically is. But she rocks it good, though. I ain't going to lie.
Also, I just saw that snag on our YouTube video, man. That was the hell of a snag I just made.
Nicely done, sir.
The snag. Not to pat myself on the back or anything.
Eric's about to be the 7th overall pick in the draft right here.
Oh! Pay me the millions!
Not anymore, man. Not anymore. Not like they used to be.
No.
Not like they used to be.
No, running backs are a dime a dozen. Man. There are a lot of positions in the NFL that are a dime a dozen now, man.
Daniel Jones. Damn.
Yeah.
I'm still not digesting this.
I can't wrap my grape around that one, man. And Julie said she could sing a parody of Daniel Boone, but she will not.
I wish that she would. I wish that she would.
I wish that she would.
She comes down here and tell her we're going to Big Daddy's Roadhouse.
Woo, yes, Big Daddy's Roadhouse. Another shameless plug, man. Shoot, we need to get some sponsors, man.
Well, then we can't say certain things. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Can't drop any F-bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, that's unlucky. Oof. I like
so
my F-bombs. Do you like your F-bombs?
I do.
Yeah.
I talk like a sailor, and I'm not ashamed of it.
I'm the son of a sailor, so.
You know what? Me too.
Hey! All right.
Yeah. Anthony doesn't like when people tell him to watch his language in his own house, and I'm with him. Right, buddy?
I don't like being told to watch my language either. Cade knows a personal story of mine that
I do
led to my demise, but whatever.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. One playoff appearance. Hey, listen, I'm not trying somebody to rub dirt in the wound.
Exactly.
Right now.
No joke. No, rub dirt is actually a good way to do it. Rub salt in the wound. Yeah, go ahead and burn that shit off. Why don't you? Good grief.
Pick is in. Here we go.
Man.
Jacksonville Jaguars on the clock.
Also, some fancy graphics up there in Nashville. I like the guitar picks.
I do like the guitar
that's
picks.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Swanky. I like it.
As much as I hate the Titans, I love the city of Nashville.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see.
Josh Allen. It's gonna be Josh Allen.
Wouldn't be sad.
Hey,
Josh Allen, baby. All right. Welcome to Duval.
They're moving him to defensive end.
Yes, sir. Josh Allen. Cheers. Yes. Duval. Woo! Yes, sir. Woo! Yeah. I'll bring the kiddo along, too.
I'm going to be honest. I think I would have preferred Ed Oliver, but I'm not mad about it.
Look, I did not anticipate Josh
National
Allen
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
The guy had, I think,
Eric
what I see earlier, 18 sacks in last season in the SEC.
Bananas.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Playing for Kentucky.
So,
not even like a powerhouse. This is Kentucky.
I know exactly, and it's not the Josh Allen that plays quarterback for the Buffalo Bills.
Thank God, because he's trash.
Oh, I'm sorry, Anthony. I didn't say that. It was Eric. All right, so here's why I'm excited about it, because I know exactly what the thinking was with Tom Coughlin. Mm-hmm. I know what it was.
Yes.
Think about it. In 2017, when they were so successful, man, pass rusher. We had 8 guys we were subbing in and out and subbing in and out, and we put pressure on the entire time. And I think that I think the thought came back, and I don't think that they expected this guy to be available. I really don't.
Absolutely not. No,
I don't.
And I don't know of any mock draft that had Josh Allen going to the Jags.
I don't either. Nobody had him getting outside the 5th, like the 4th or 5th pick was the latest.
And of course that became, Hawkinson and Jawan Taylor territory.
Boom.
Which again is fine.
He's not going to play linebacker though. He's getting ready to play defensive end.
Oh, absolutely. He's an edge guy. They're going to put him at the edge on the defensive line, and he's going to cause havoc, man. It's going to be great. Especially pairing him with Yannick Ngakoue.
Oh, yeah, him and Jan, I'm telling you, on third down, obvious passing situations. So what it was in 2017 was Jan and Fowler at ends, and then Calais kicked inside,
right,
and then they had Malik Jackson.
Right.
So what it's probably going to be this year then is it's going to be Jan and Josh Allen.
They're looking good in TIAA Bank Field, and I'm just saying.
Duval! Woo! So it's probably going to be, it'll be Jan, it'll be Josh Allen, it'll be Marcel Darius, and then it'll probably be Calais Campbell kicking inside there.
That's what I'm thinking.
As your third downs.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. And then,
I'm not sad about.
They'll rotate him in and out, and honestly, Josh Allen has the skill set to replace the big end and Calais Campbell if it comes down to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and look at Calais, man. Calais is a huge dude.
Yeah,
so
like 6'8", man.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly. So he has a great ability to play the inside.
Yeah.
And has the moves to kind of get around. It's not like he's this big beefy dude.
No.
That's going to be slow off the line and bum rushes the offensive line and maybe gets to the quarter. No. Calais is a different breed.
He's a different breed.
I like this pick. Again, I don't think that anyone saw this kind of coming.
I didn't see him slipping that far.
No. So, this is a good pick. I like this pick. I was worried that they were going to pull a Duval and just draft someone random, and we're just going to be like, I'm sorry, what?
I know.
They were going to pull, possibly Giants with, you drafted a quarterback? We just signed a quarterback. What are you doing?
I know.
So,
pretty
glad about that.
Just a quick one for the fam.
Yep.
Oh! Hey, listen, we're excited about it.
Oh, dude, absolutely, man. We got to stay until at least the top 10 now.
Yeah, we'll probably go through the 10th pick. That's probably
the 10th pick? That's probably the okay, all right. We'll probably stay until the 10th
I still
pick.
got to go to work tomorrow. My alarm goes off at 4:30. So.
That's unlucky.
Anthony, Buffalo could get Oliver. It's looking like a real possibility now, and I thought it was a big pile of BS because I never thought Josh Allen would get this far.
No.
It is part of the problem. It's not really a problem. I genuinely didn't think he'd get this far. The Raiders,
definitely not a problem.
Exactly. Thank God for the Raiders and Giants' incompetence.
Mm-hmm.
We will always be thankful for that.
Absolutely, and we are thankful for it every year come draft time.
Yep.
So, cheers to you, New York Giants, Oakland Raiders, soon to be Las Vegas Raiders. Blech.
Soon to be nasty ass.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, this is where we're at right now, man. This is good stuff. I like this. Shoot, I would have liked to have had Hockenson. Not gonna lie.
Me too, but listen,
Josh Allen.
There's a chance.
I'm not sad about it.
So what I'm thinking they're gonna do, and this is speculation on top of the second round, is Irv Smith out of Alabama, who is touted as the third best tight end in this draft. And there's nothing saying that Tom Coughlin doesn't have the cojones to maybe trade back up into the first round and take another tight end. It would be the end of the first round.
It would be the end of the first round. And Julie, by the way, not happy about the pick.
Oh, come on.
She texted me a WTF. But
great pick.
Look, I thought that was a good pick. That was a good pick. I'm not sad about it. So
yeah, great. I mean, listen, you defense wins championships over and over, man.
Absolutely.
Over and over, and you need the depth on that defensive line. If you,
yes.
I mean, just because you got 4 really good starters currently doesn't mean anything. If you get to the point to where you don't have rotational guys, and at the end of the ball game, these guys are tired, and you're trying to get the other team off the field, it's not going to happen.
Absolutely,
So,
yeah. And we saw that
pass
happen.
Pass rushers.
We saw that happen last season. You thought you had something with Taven Bryan. Nah, not so much.
No.
Old boy wasn't looking so good. So
the NFL has turned into a pass-driven league, which has turned into a pass rusher-driven draft.
Yeah.
The depth, the value was at defensive end. On the defensive line in particular, defensive tackle actually probably more so than defensive end. But the depth in this draft is on the defensive line.
Yes, absolutely.
And the Jags took advantage.
This is a defensive-heavy draft, and we talked about that at the top of the show. So
absolutely. And the Jags took advantage of an F-up, I will call it.
Yeah, I'd definitely call it that.
I'll call it an F-up by the Giants.
I'd definitely call it that for sure.
Yeah.
So, Josh Allen, I think, is better than Ed Oliver. So I can't necessarily complain about that. So
Yeah, podcast going on at my place, I hear.
hey, all right, Jennifer Hucks, shout out. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey,
TJ Hawkinson going to Detroit.
yep. Which I think is a good fit because they've got no weapons.
They don't.
They have literally no weapons. So
They really don't. I almost feel bad for him, man.
oh, absolutely. So no, this guy is going to be great. Actually got one pick right in my mock draft. Hey,
You did,
go
man.
me.
I
All
thought
right.
honestly, I
One
thought
pick.
that the Lions would have been dumb enough to pick Rashawn Gary, but
Oh, I know. But see,
yo,
hey,
you
he's
called
excited.
it.
He's excited.
You called it, Tony. Don't let them buffalo this up, man. Don't let them do it. Don't let him do it.
I can't now. Oh my god.
Anthony, I don't have your phone number, man, on my personal phone, or I'd call you real quick and get your quick insight before they make this pick.
Hey. But yeah, no, TJ Hawkinson, 6'4", 251. Look, absolutely. Oh man, there he is.
We're gonna try not to end up in New England on a Monday.
Yeah,
night.
no, none of that.
And also, that won't happen. We didn't get scheduled any, so take that.
Well, he was talking about. I think he's talking about. The
Oh,
NFL,
yeah,
man.
oh.
He got screwed this season, and what was it? Where were you guys at with the semifinals? Where you lost? Was it Alaska or was it Denver? I can't remember what. No, it was Alaska. It had to have been Alaska, because Dallas played Denver. So yeah, y'all got stuck with the Snow Bowl, which ended up being the championship game again. So that was fun too. But yeah, TJ Hawkinson, great pick. I'm certainly not sad about it. And shoot, I wanted him. I really did want him at Jacksonville. I really wanted him at Jacksonville because I think he would have been a great pick for Nick Foles coming in to Duval. But again, Josh Allen, I think, is going to be leaps and bounds better than the Taven Bryan pick that we made last season.
Oh, it's not even close.
Yeah.
They're not even in the same atmosphere.
No. And again, we're talking about Florida players translating to the NFL. Which Florida players have we seen translate to the NFL other than our very own Fred Taylor?
No.
Don't worry, I'll wait.
It's been a long time, man.
Anybody?
No, I hear crickets, brother.
Nobody?
No.
No one? Okay.
Yeah. I don't hear him.
Yeah, I don't hear him. I don't hear him. So,
Ed Oliver. He's coming. He's coming to the Buffalo.
yeah.
Don't mess this up,
look,
man.
I'd imagine that'd have to be the pick here, man.
I just want us to trade back up for Noah Fant.
Dude, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with
I'm
that.
not mad about it.
Noah Fant, shoot, even Irv Smith, man. Irv Smith was looking pretty good, too.
Irv Smith's a very real possibility.
Yes.
That's probably the realest one. Noah Fant's probably going to get drafted by New England, and they're going to turn him into the next Gronk because that's what Belichick does. Jerk.
Dude, if the Oakland Raiders know how to pick anything, they'll draft him with one of their later picks.
I hope not.
I hope not, too.
I hope
but
not.
I feel like they're going to end up doing that.
Yeah, now I'm holding out hope for what's coming next.
Yeah. Kyle Williams retired, too, so...
Yeah, let's go,
Yeah.
Buffalo.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so this is what Ed Oliver's too perfect for this because of the
absolutely.
fact that
Tailor-made.
Kyle Williams. I mean, like Buffalo right now is probably like, I can't believe this just happened. Like
Dude,
I can't believe it.
This is the most fortunate situation that Buffalo could have possibly come. I mean, other than maybe Hawkinson falling into, because they need tight end help as well.
Right.
But Jonah Williams was another guy that I had kind of had in my mock drafts.
Yeah.
Which the pick is in, by the way, 9th overall pick to Buffalo. So we'll have to see what they have to do. Yeah, I don't see any other pick coming this way other than Ed Oliver. That's the pick that's just sticking out to me right now. There's no way that you draft anybody else.
Dude, they can't. I couldn't
There's
imagine.
There's no way.
If they draft anyone else, I mean, what are they going to do? A kicker? Who's the best kicker in this draft? They're not going to do that, Anthony.
No.
They can't, man.
Kicker.
Yeah.
By the way, Justin Tucker becoming the next, Adam Vinatieri or, what's his butts over in New England now.
Mr. Automatic.
Goskowski, that guy.
Goskowski, that's right.
He got signed to a huge extension.
Oh, yeah.
Largest fair kicker.
He deserved it. He deserves it.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly.
All right. Picks in, man.
All right. Let's
All
see what
right,
we
Tony,
got.
what's happening? What's
See what we
happening?
got.
Is it going to be the guy, or are you getting a surprise pick here that you're going to be pissed
man.
about?
Oh man! Oh, look at all the Bills Mafia. Bills Mafia going crazy. Oh man!
Oh man, I'm nervous for you.
Oh yeah, man.
I don't know how you could pick anyone else. I just don't. All right, man. That's cool.
Freaking Broncos are up next, but oh man, that's another pick. They just
Dude, especially after they got so fortunate in the fact that he ended up there, dude. I'm telling you.
No, man. Here's Commissioner Goodell on the podium.
All right, here we go. It's gonna be Eddie.
It's got to be Ed Oliver. I don't see anyone else here.
It can't be, man.
There
Boom!
it is. There it is. Ed Oliver, defensive tackle out of Houston, to the Buffalo Bills. And look, again, best pick they could have possibly had here, man. Like, if they picked anybody else, I would have been flabbergasted like the Giants.
It couldn't happen. Celebrate, Anthony. Hey, you know what, buddy? I'll pop one more top for you this evening.
Hey, let's do it, man.
Boom. Pop a top again.
I'll even have one for old Bills Mafia.
I know. That's the last one, though.
Church, man. Gotta love church.
That's it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All right. So our final pick of the night, obviously we got 22 more picks after this, but this will be our final draft selection for tonight because old boy's got to hit the hay, get up for work tomorrow. I am thankfully off, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that.
No. True.
I'll be staying up till 2 o'clock in the morning watching this shit. But, again, great pick. Can't complain about any of that. So, Ed Oliver going to Buffalo. Again, it was a similar situation as with the Jags. No one thought that this was going to be the situation. No one thought that this was going to come.
I still can't believe he got that far. I can't believe Josh Allen got that far. I can't believe Ed Oliver got that far.
Yeah, no, that was an incredible pick. Not sad about it at all. Good pick by Buffalo. Shoot. As much as I hate to say it, by the way, NFL Network comparing this guy to John Randall, which is incredible. I mean, John Randall. We're comparing this guy to John Randall. God, this guy was a beast. But, geez Louise, man. I mean, let's just kind of see what else we got left here. Jeffrey Simmons from Mississippi State. He's highly ranked. Defensive tackle out of Mississippi State. We've got Montez Sweat still on the board for Mississippi State as well.
Who does Denver... Does Denver take a quarterback here? Denver taking Dwayne Haskins?
Denver, I actually had in my mock taking Dwayne Haskins.
I can see it.
So I would not be surprised by that, not in any way, shape, or form. So we're gearing up here to see if that is the case. Devin Bush, the projected pick from my guy National Mock Drafts on the Instagram. Be sure to give him a follow. And, still got 5.5 minutes. Denver Broncos haven't quite decided what they're going to do. NFL Network taking a look at the best available here.
Best available, mate. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, true, mate, true. Daniel Jeremiah's got Christian Wilkins at the top of the list there. Josh Jacobs, Devin Bush, Rashawn Gary, Andre Dillard, Noah Fant, Jawan Taylor, Jeffrey Simmons, Hollywood Brown, Montez Sweat. I don't necessarily see any of those guys going to Denver. Like I said, I think they're going quarterback here because I don't think they're confident with what Joe Flacco thinks.
Yeah, I know they picked Flacco. I know they got Flacco. But do you think that they leave Flacco uncontested for a year?
Ooh.
Or do you think that they pick a guy who they think can sit behind Flacco?
Well, and that's the other thing, too. They need some help on the offensive line for sure. They didn't have a great offensive line. Old boy T-Roy, he's waiting for the Bengals pick to come around. He's a big Bengals fan. So he's waiting for Haskins to go 12 overall to are they 12 overall or are they 11 overall? I can't remember. Let me take a look. Take a look.
Oh, it's coming up.
Take a peek.
Bengals, yeah, 12.
Yeah. No, they're 11. Yeah, Bengals are 11 overall.
Yeah,
Packers are 12.
Yeah, they have the numbers going by really weird on the bottom of the screen here.
Yeah, that was a little weird. But
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars.
Dude, I'm okay with this.
I'm down
okay
for
with
it,
this, man.
I'm down for it.
Look, that defense is going to be even better, Oh, T-Roy.
Yeah, you're right. Man. Yeah, because I think the Bengals would kill to get Haskins.
Oh, absolutely, man. The Red Rifle just is not what they expected to kind of pan out, so that's definitely a good choice there. But I'm thinking Denver might pick him up here. We'll have to see. They're still on the clock, so we'll have to kind of see here. Last pick of the Jags and Jack 2019 NFL Draft Special. I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight. We had a ton of fun doing
It was
this.
a blast. It was a good time. It actually went by fucking really fast.
Oh, it did go fast. Absolutely, man. We've been on the air for about an hour and a half now, which is, only a little bit more than what we usually have.
Yeah, that's
for
true.
Our podcast.
Our normal shows are usually right about an hour and 15 minutes or so.
Right around there.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
We'll have to kind of wait and see what the future holds. We'll hit the dead period here before long.
Man.
So we'll have to kind of sit down and figure out what's going on. Ed Oliver in tears over here with his dad getting drafted to Buffalo. So they're obviously ecstatic going to Upper New York, Orchard Park.
I would have been just fine with him coming to Jacksonville.
I'm
Josh Allen's a
excited
good
about
pick.
that.
It's a good pick,
absolutely.
man.
Josh Allen's a great pick.
I'm excited about it. Kevin's a little salty because he says the defensive lines they went against last year weren't as good. But I say, man, listen, SEC's SEC. Florida was one of the teams he got a couple sacks against. So
That's true.
I'm just saying, big dog.
That's true.
And one of those guys was Juwan Taylor. So
Yeah, buddy. So we will have to see. And
hold on.
oh man.
Talking some smack here. Let's
Geez, there's a trade. The Steelers have moved up into the 10th overall pick.
to pick who?
I don't know, but we're seeing this right now. Breaking news. The Pittsburgh Steelers have traded with the Denver Broncos to move up into the 10th overall spot. I don't know who they would trade up to pick right now, man. I was hoping for a little bit of fireworks before we got off the air. Man, they traded up 10 spots.
I want to know what they gave up.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to wait until we get off the air.
Oh, no way. They just signed Roethlisberger to an extension. If they draft Haskins, that's going to really...
That'll be a head-scratcher for sure.
That would be interesting.
Also,
Unless they're really just trying to plan for the future, I guess. I don't know. But then you're wasting 3 years of this guy's rookie contract.
Ooh, man, I don't know. This is a bit of a head-scratcher, man. I don't know what they're doing. Probably defense, I'd assume, because it's so defensive-heavy.
I just want to know what they're after.
Maybe Devin Bush.
You know what? That could be it.
They're looking for linebacker. That's probably what it is. That's what they're talking about on NFL Network. And honestly, that's not a bad thought. I'm thinking they need linebacker help hardcore since Shazier went down.
Yeah, it could be Devin Bush. That's a good thought.
By the way, Kurt Warner's reaction to Josh Allen being selected 7th overall to the Jacksonville Jaguars. I don't think they expected Josh Allen to be here. So that might be the steal of the draft with the Commissioner Roger Goodell on the podium right now for the Steelers selection. By the way, Aunt Julie ridiculing me by going off the air before the Cowboys pick.
When are
The
they?
Cowboys don't even have a first rounder, Aunt Julie. I can't stay on the air
I
forever.
was gonna say, yeah, we'd be on until tomorrow night. Walter Payton, Hall of Famer. Oh, nice.
Steeler legend.
Joe Green.
Mean Joe Green.
Normally they don't have these guys do selections in the first round.
Oh, absolutely. But him being a defensive guy, it's got to be a defensive pick here, I'd assume. And
Yeah,
sure
you
enough,
called it.
Devin Bush, linebacker out of Michigan. Man,
called
oh
it,
man.
man.
Yeah, I'm with you though, Cade. I'm eager to kind of see what they gave
What
up
the hell
to
is he
move
wearing?
up. Well, yeah. I don't know what that is.
That's the ugliest suit I ever seen.
I don't know what that is.
It looks like an arm sling. I thought he was injured for a minute.
Dude, every time I see these outfits, man, like I wonder if we're living in freaking 2035 or whenever the hell Blade Runner took place, because some of the costumes they had in Blade Runner, you kind of look on and you see these pro athletes wearing, you're like, the hell was that
I'm
shit?
just baffled still by what he's wearing. Where is Sarah Connor? I'm just confused.
I am here to kill John Connor. Where is John Connor? Bring him to me now.
I have no idea what the hell.
Oh, man. Hey, October 20th, Jags at Cincy.
That'll be fun.
T-Roy's asking if we're making the trip to Cincinnati. I don't know if we're making the trip up to the icy north, my friend, but we'll certainly kind of entertain it.
Don't dare me to do anything.
Oh, absolutely. We'll go crazy, man.
I'll do it,
We'll
man.
do it. We're crazy.
I'll do it.
Oh, man.
Well,
Trying to see if we can get some more information real quick.
as far as what they traded, that's what I want to know.
absolutely, because I'm kind of eager to see who they traded up with, or who they traded to get up to the 10th overall slot.
I would like to know.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to kind of stay on maybe a couple more picks just to kind of see
Couple more picks.
what happens. Dude, you know how how slow they are?
These details won't be out until tomorrow, probably.
Well, I mean,
I'd be
we'll
willing to
hear
bet.
speculation. I'm saying we'll hear speculation. But
I'd like to pull up Rappaport's Twitter real quick. Hold on.
that's a good idea. Rap Sheet usually has a good idea as to what's. Oh, here we go. So they traded the 20th overall pick, the second round pick, which is the 52nd overall pick, and a 2020 third round pick.
That's
so
not
I'd say
bad.
that's not a terrible trade.
If that's the guy they wanted, man, that's not bad.
To move up 10 slots, I'd say that's okay. I'm not going to shake a stick at that.
Damn, Jalen Ramsey throwing shade. Jalen posts on Twitter, I bet if Dwayne was, never mind, Jaguars on the clock.
Oh, man.
Damn, he rude as hell.
Oh, I know. But Jalen likes to do that shit, though, man. I'm just saying.
He does. He'll get over it, man. We got Josh Allen.
Oh, I know. He's a little butthurt right now, but he's got another brother on the defensive line there that he'll enjoy hanging out with.
Somebody said a Giants fan winning a season ticket for 100 years. Godspeed.
Yeah, no joke. All right, man.
Hell yeah.
Bengals, you know what, T-Roy? We'll stay on for just a little bit longer. We'll do the Cincinnati Bengals pick just for you, man.
Just for his Bengals.
Absolutely, man. They got 4.5 minutes left to go, and that'll be our final pick on this Jags and Jack NFL Draft Special. Definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out and taking a peek at us tonight. Shout out to My Place Bar and Grill down on Bay Meadows Road in Duval County. Duval. Yes, sir. Oh, man. But, oh, God. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Jalen just posted his text message conversation that he had with Josh Allen. Actually on April 13th.
Okay.
So Jalen texted to Josh Allen, ain't nobody better in this draft. Keep bring you and talk your shit too, cuz you walk it.
Yes, sir.
And Josh Allen said, that real, bro. I appreciate it.
Hey, there you go.
And then Jalen's comment on this on Twitter was, all capital letters, the entire thing. Yeah, Josh Allen, you a real deal, but I told you we got to turn up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Good. This is going to be great.
So at least he's excited. Anything we can do to make Jalen happy makes me happy.
Oh, absolutely, man. Which, by the way, we picked up his fifth-year option in the most unsurprising news of the day.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was certainly happy about that. But pick us in for the Cincinnati Bengals. Hooday.
Calais Campbell says, we, this is all capital letters, we, period, are, period, gonna, period, eat. Josh Allen, welcome to the squad. Yeah.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. I like it. And that's cool, man. I like that, some of the defensive players are getting excited, having this guy on the defensive line with them, down in the trenches, and, playing defense a little bit myself. I like it, man. I'm excited. This is going to be great.
Agreed. The Raiders made this happen for us, by the way, by selecting Cleveland Farrell.
Yes. God bless the Oakland Raiders. God bless the New York Football Giants for being completely incompetent with their drafts. Let's see who the Cincinnati Bengals got coming up here with the commissioner at the podium.
Yup.
Ooh, boy. Jonah Williams, the
Good
tackle from Alabama. You know what? I'm okay with this pick.
They need it.
I'm okay with this pick. T-Roy, what you think with this pick, man? Give us a shout out here. Let us know what you think. The resident Bengals fan. And that's an oof. He's got an oof.
Oof.
Was that an oof in response to Jonah Williams, T-Roy? Because Caden, I think that's a good one, man. You definitely need some help here with the red rifle because he can't stay upright.
Nicely done, yeah, man. I like that. Yeah, Tony, man, I'm glad that happened, man. I'm glad that happened.
Go ahead and read that off for the folks that just watching this a little
per Ian Rappaport, Tony sends in, the Bills had talks about moving up in the top 10, with most teams believing Houston defensive tackle Ed Oliver was their target. They hung tough and waited and got their guy anyways.
There you go. And T-Roy confirming that was an oof, man, because they needed an offensive line, but Cincy fans wanted Haskins pretty bad.
You know what that says to me? It says they're not willing to just yet give up.
No.
on the red rifle.
So, but you know what? He's good with the pick. So, congrats to you, Roy. Jonah Williams is a hell of a tackle.
Yeah.
I would honestly argue he's a little bit better than Juwan Taylor. So,
definitely better. It's not even close in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know where the Juwan Taylor boner came from with NFL mock draft analysts, but I don't know. I never considered the guy more than a late first round. Yeah, late first round, early second round. And who knows, man? He may slide to the Jags at the beginning of the second round. If he does, great. I think that's where the value is when it comes to him, is the beginning of the second round.
Exactly.
But what do I know? I'm just a lowly IT field service analyst.
Well, that's kind of how this goes, man. We're just doing this for fun, man.
That's it, man.
11 picks in the 2019 NFL Draft. Again, want to thank you people for coming out and checking us out. Cade, any final thoughts before we let the people go?
A lot to digest.
Yes.
A lot to digest. Usually is with the NFL Draft. A lot to digest.
Of course. We'll have much more, and I'm sure we'll do another episode.
Yeah, so the plan is that we hadn't really talked too much about yet. The plan is to get together one day next week after the dust is settled.
Yes.
And talk a little bit about the full draft.
Yes.
I don't know if that'll be live or not. There's a chance it probably won't be. But there's a chance it could be. Who knows?
Yeah, stay tuned.
But yeah, we'll get together next week. We'll talk about everything. As always, man, any questions, concerns, comments, send them our way. We'll be happy to answer them. It doesn't have to be during a show. It can always be during regular operating hours on Facebook.
Absolutely.
We're happy to do so. I'm overall, regarding the Jaguars pick, man, I'm thrilled. I think it was one of the better case scenario picks.
Yep.
There's going to be some folks out there who are always going to look at these skill players on offense and think that those are the sexy picks and not realize that you can never have too many good guys on the defensive line.
Yeah.
You can't. Because
Absolutely.
good guys on the defensive line make up for mistakes everywhere else.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it. I think Josh Allen's a good player. Kevin does not. Kevin's also a diehard Florida guy, so anybody coming from Kentucky or anywhere else in the SEC, he's going to have issues with. But, hey, it's all right, buddy. I'll talk to you about that next week when I see you.
I thought all y'all were SEC homers and just had huge boners for everybody that played in the SEC.
No. Florida people.
SEC,
Florida people.
SEC,
Them Florida folks.
Get the hell out of here with
I
that
know.
shit.
But I'm excited about it, man. I think it was a
I
very
am
good
too.
pick. Best case scenario. This is going to be one of those picks, and you don't see this very often, but this is going to be one of those picks where you're going to see 80% of the fan base actually be excited about it.
Absolutely. And looking forward to kind of looking into that and seeing the kind of comments we get on Jaguars.com.
Sure.
To old Johnny O and the rest of those fine people on the Jaguars.com staff. Definitely check us out on YouTube, Jags and Jack. Feel free to give us a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check us out on Instagram. We are Jags and Jack on Instagram as well. Jags and Jack on Twitter. And be sure to find us on Facebook at Jags and Jack. Eric Vincent, alongside my best friend, Cade Stevens. Thank you guys for coming out for our 2019 NFL Draft Special. We will see you later.
It was a lot of fun.